In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can use a SEO, search engine optimization plugin, to generate descriptions for our pages and our posts. Remember, I said previously, or in the previous video, that WordPress does not generate descriptions, and it is quite essential that we include a description for every page and post. So let's try and find a plugin. One of the plugins that you can use, I did a search here for a search engine optimization plugin, and I came up with some here, and I ended up choosing after doing a bit of research, I chose this one right here because it's quite simple. So I'm going to install this one, and let's go back to our dashboard and plugins, and we're going to add a new plugin. And it was the FV Simpler SEO. That should be enough for me to find it. And here it is, FV Simpler SEO, and I'm going to install it. Okay. And activate the plugin. And here we go. Now, as soon as you've installed this plugin, what it does is to every page and every post, it attaches a form where you can enter a page description and a page title, and even keywords. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look at all. I'll go with our posts first. Let's look at all our posts. And let's click on the bistro one here, edit. And if you just look below the area where you enter the content, you can see the FV Simpler SEO title information here. So you can override the WordPress title and put your own title here, and you can also put in a meta description as well. So for every post, there'll be this field will appear, or these fields will appear, so that you can enter your own titles and descriptions. Okay. And it even actually gives you a blurb here of what would happen, kind of idea what would happen in the search engines. So you would see this title. I don't have anything in the meta description right now, but that's kind of neat. So it allows you to have complete control over your title and description for every post and for pages as well. If we look at all the pages, and our sample page here, edit. Edit our sample page, and here we go. Just below here you can see the title and description, so you can enter your own title and your own description there. Okay. And there are also probably some settings that, let's take a look at the settings for this plugin. And actually they added an option here in the settings area. I'm just going to click on the plugin, and the first option you're given is actually the home page title and description. So here in the settings you can enter a title, and this will override the one WordPress creates. And remember, WordPress doesn't create descriptions, so you can put in a description for your home page, and you may wish to put in some keywords that are separated by a comma. Keywords is another meta tag that is similar to description, and it can just help the search engine know what the keywords are on your pages. But actually these days most of the search engines are mostly just use the title and the description, and they figure out the keywords themselves just by looking at the content on your pages. So, but some search engines may still be using this tag, so you may want to enter, at least for the home page, you could enter some keywords, and they are separated by commas. So, and just below the keywords here, you have an option to be warned if you do not enter a title or description when you do an update or publish a page or post, whatever. And the social networks, not too important. And the interface options. The interface options, basically they give you options in how you can interface or interact with the plugin settings for this SEO plugin. So the only one of real importance is the add keywords field to post editing. If we go down here, we'll look at the explanation. You don't need this field at all if you are using tags properly. Okay, so if you're using tags properly, well, what are tags? And tags are something new to you, and I'll give you a brief overview of what a tag is. So let's say we took a look at all our posts here, and we went to our posts, and I went to edit on this post. So I'm currently in the edit window for this particular post. And if you go off to the right here, you'll see something called tags just underneath the categories here. Now a tag basically will give you tags are essentially keywords for each page or article you create. Tags are intended to be words or very short 2 or 3 word phrases. Adding tags that actually represent a post or a page will increase the chance it will get more traffic or get a higher ranking in the search engine. So that's basically what a tag is, and you can add your own tags to your posts and pages. And if I go here, for example, and let's say I add a tag for this particular article. So this post is about this bistro, and let's say I decide to put a tag, bistro tag. So essentially it's a keyword for your content, and I'm going to add this tag. And now you see the tag here and the tag here, and it should be applied to your post as well. I'm going to update the post, and here you see this warning I was talking about. Your post description is empty because I didn't enter a description. And I'm going to update, and then I'm going to go back to my post here. Now this is my post, and before I do a refresh, you can see all the information that's here for this post is that it's uncategorized. I didn't put it in a category, and the date when it was posted. So if I do a refresh here, a little bit here, and here you can see now we have this entry was posted in the category and tagged bistro. So my keyword is kind of added to this last line here. So you should tag your posts, and just to make them a little bit more search engine friendly. So we don't need to check that. If you know how to use keyword tags, then this is not important. We should be aware of canonical URLs, and what that means is, if I go up to my browser here, or I'll go to my website here. If I go to my website here, you can see www.jtsname. Now that URL points to this page, but also this URL here also points to this page. So with or without the www, they both point to this page. But the search engine robots that go around, they're kind of like software programs or software robots that go around and they index the web pages and put them into the search engine databases. They don't really know the difference between those two. We as humans can kind of figure out that's the same page, but they can't. So you kind of have to direct the search engines in some way, telling them which URL is in charge. Is this one in charge, or is the other one in charge of that page? So your site should just have one URL that represents each page or post. So how I actually do it on my website is I actually programmed it so it redirects. So if someone types in jts.name instead of www, it will automatically redirect to www.jts.name. It'll also redirect the Google robots too. If they go to jts.name, it'll redirect them to www.jts.name. So canonical URLs are basically the ones that are in charge, the one URL that represents a particular page content or post content. So Google doesn't like it when you have two URLs that represent the same page. So you could go back to that plugin and make that change. You could just check canonical URLs so that the WordPress will automatically generate URLs that are in charge. You might say the one URL for one page content. So when you check that, it just ensures that you're only having one URL represent a page content or post content.